Renaissance by Preston. Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was a big person in science. He was actually very happy during the plague. The plague was a very deadly disease that spread across the world from the 1300s to the 1900s. Isaac Newton discovered gravity by studying an apple tree. He saw an apple fall to the ground and not left, not right, or up. All objects fall to the ground, no matter what. He also discovered rainbows. He took a prism and shined sunlight into it, and out of it came a rainbow. White is made of all the colors in the rainbow. As you can see here, he is seeing the apple fall from the tree. Galileo Galilei was born in the city of Pisa in 1564. He was born a mathematician and scientist, but his main focus was being an astronomer. He discovered the rings of Saturn and the fact that the Earth orbits the sun and not the other way around. Yet, most people thought during the Renaissance that the Earth was at the center of the solar system because they thought their God would put his best creation in the center. Galileo's theories were not accepted until the 18th century. Galileo was judged, but he still plowed through his problems. As you can see, right here, we have Galileo and his study showing that the sun is in the center of the solar system. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci is famous for making art pieces like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. He had a lot of other jobs like painter, inventor, writer, mathematician, astronomer, botanist, geologist, chemist, engineer, architect, composer, and even party planner. He is very smart, with IQ readings from 180 to 220. Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a young boy in Europe. He loved theater and everything about it. One day when he came home, his father said that he should join him in the glove making business. But after his father lost all of his materials, William Shakespeare made countless plays, sayings, and words. He made plays, sayings, and words. He made Knock Knock Who's There and To Be or To Not To Be. Today, Shakespeare is a household name. Life without Shakespeare. If you went back in time and took Shakespeare out of the Renaissance, never to come back, what would happen? Well, it would be a lot less smart. Shakespeare was the inventor of a lot of different words, sayings, phrases, and idioms. Life wouldn't be nearly as smart. It would also sound very weird. Very weird. You should be glad that Shakespeare invented a bunch of words that you use today. Life without Leo. If Leonardo da Vinci didn't exist, we may not know quite as many things as we know today. He probably wouldn't know a lot about math. He invented something called the golden ratio. We may also not be as good as art. He made a lot of crazy good pieces of art, and a lot of people try to remake them. Life without Galileo. If Galileo didn't exist, life would probably be different. But it would also be the same. This is because the astronomer Copernicus also tried to prove that the sun is in the middle of our solar system and not the Earth. It was only until the 1700s when people believed Copernicus. But most people thought Galileo proved this. Well, he helped anyways. Life without Newton. Isaac Newton told us many things, but if he didn't exist, we wouldn't know about gravity or rainbows. And no, he didn't invent fake Newton. He also worked on many mathematical and scientific things, like Newton's cradle. Earth wouldn't be as smart without him, so be glad he existed. And now for some fun facts. Fun fact, this is not the only Renaissance. Disney once had a Renaissance where they made movies such as Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. Fun fact, Galileo once did an experiment on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Here's another one. The Mona Lisa now sits in the Louvre, which is a fancy art museum in Paris. Fun fact, the word Renaissance means rebirth. And here's one more fun fact. 4 artists from the Renaissance were named Leonardo, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. The same names about as all these famous people from the Renaissance. Now it's time to show you some things that they've actually taught us. For example, Galileo once did an experiment where he dropped an egg and a watermelon off of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And now we're going to show you another egg and watermelon situation. We have two water bottles. One is full, and the other is empty. So, what Galileo tried to prove was that these two should hit the ground at the exact same time. Do you think it's going to hit the ground at the same time? 3, 2, 1. They fell at the exact same time, which proves that no matter how light or heavy an object is, it's always going to fall at the same speed. Next, Isaac Newton's first law of motion said that an object at rest stays at rest unless it is forced by another force. So basically, you're going to throw this penny at this entire stack of pennies. You may be thinking, oh, the stack is going to fall over. But check this out. What happened?
I can't let it out.
Yeah. So, that happened. It only hit the two at the bottom because it doesn't have enough force to go all the way up and hit the ones at the top. So it's only going to hit the ones at the bottom. Now you've learned everything you should know about these four famous people from the Renaissance.